Hey everybody, it's your girl Bree Will, and as you can see, I got my girls with me. Stay tuned. There's nothing like being in love with the one you've always dreamed of. Yep, we're gonna talk about when it's over. So let me just let you know, I have a new single coming out called Move On, and today we're going to talk about when it's time to move on. So let me introduce my girls to you. I got my sis right here to my right. This is Lena. Hey.
Howdy, how y'all doing?
I got Lacey.
Hey y'all.
Hey, to my left I got True.
Hey.
And I got my girl A.
What's up?
And so you guys, today we're going to talk freely, and we hope y'all stay tuned. And if you want to talk with us, make sure you go ahead in the comments and give us your opinion. I'll make sure to highlight the best ones. All right, so y'all, we got to get into it. Okay. So my new single, basically, it just talks about this relationship that I was in. And I was just like, we done tried to make it work way too many times, and we definitely need to move on. It's just like, it's nothing left here. Like, I ain't had nothing left, y'all. And I was ready to go. So I want to start at the very beginning. Relationships, not friendships, but relationships, romantic ones. Do you feel that they are valued right now in our society? Do you think that relationships are valued?
I would say I think there's a generation gap. Let's say, like, if you go 5 years back with our generation specifically, no, it was more so, just entertaining, maybe having a main that you're talking to, but not like solidifying a relationship. But in regards to like the generation after us, I don't think they value relationships
Baby,
at all.
I feel like there's no hope.
I don't think they value relationships at all. At this point, it's more so like, what you can get from the next person, what benefit they bring. But in regards to like building, something, longevity, no, I feel like the generation of us absolutely don't value relationships.
I agree. To answer the first question, I do believe that relationships in this society are valuable. People value relationships. I think that where the breakdown comes in is that everybody has an idea of what a romantic relationship should be, or the view in this society now is changing on what a traditional relationship should be. So I feel like you have those people who are like gung-ho to the nuclear family. I got the mom, the dad, the kids, and maybe a dog. And then you got some people like, well, I kind of want to have 2 wives, you know what I'm saying, a couple kids, and a side chick too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that relationships are necessary and they are valued. It's just that you get those people who aren't compatible with what they believe a relationship is. Yeah. Okay, so then let me ask this question, and if you could put it into 3 words, everybody, what 3 words would you say are like the definition of a relationship to you? So if you had 3 words to describe, I'm not going to say the best relationship, the perfect relationship. I want to say, to me, a relationship are these 3 words. What would you say? I'm going to start with you, Lena.
I would say communication,
okay,
love, and joy.
Okay.
Yes. I would say communication, honesty, and humility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. True.
I would start it with fun.
Yeah.
Come on.
Exactly. Fun, loyalty, and trust.
Yep.
Okay.
Vulnerability. I'm trying to choose between communication for sure and patience.
Those are good. Those are good.
So
I think for me,
Brie?
right. Look, I'm like, okay, I can't ask y'all and just be like, next question. I would say for me, the first one is definitely communication, because I feel like, well, I won't explain. I would say communication, loyalty for sure, and patience. I'll have to say patience. So those are my 3. Okay, we're going to get into the next question. Deal breakers. What are some deal breakers that you have? And I'm going to go even further to say, are there levels? So they can do one thing and you be like, okay, I'm going to put you on ice for like 30 minutes. I need a break. Give me a second. Or is it like, you just did that, I cannot go any further with you? True, let me start with you.
Okay, I tell everybody. I was like, "What's your biggest pet peeve?" You know, and they're going to tell me their pet peeve. Mine is feeling a way about me or a way about something I've done, and you don't communicate that with me until I call it Mad Day. And when Mad Day come, you want to tell me everything. You want to. It sounds bad. It feels bad, and I feel like, okay, if you don't value me, if you don't put me on a pedestal, then I don't want to be with you. I don't want you.
Girl,
That's deep.
Mad Day. I need it to be right above my head. Mad Day. I'm feeling that from you. Cause listen, I've had some mad days when I was dumping, and then I've been dumped on for some mad days. So that's a good point. Hey. Right? It's like, ooh, how do I narrow that down?
Wasting my time.
Okay.
That's good.
Wasting my time. I am a go-getter. I love money. And I feel that if you are asking me for my time, I'm specifically making a spot for you. Mm-hmm. And if you call me 2 minutes after you said we was going to be somewhere at 3 o'clock, you call me at 3:03 saying, I'm not going to be there, can we reschedule? You're not going to get another date. You're not going to get no more of my time. You're going to have to pay me. You knew 3 minutes before 3, but you called me at 3:03 and said, hey, can we reschedule?
Deal breaker, correct?
Yeah.
My deal breaker would be projecting, right? A fixed mindset. So you not having growth mindset and a fixed mindset. Growth mindset meaning you're able to hear perspective, receive it, understand it, and even embrace it. You may not agree with it, but you're open to it. Fixed mindset meaning I believe what I believe, I say what I say. No, you can't tell me no.
Take what I give you.
Yeah. I can't handle that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because with that, you project things out on people because your beliefs are really just so big to you that you can't hear or understand anyone else's perspective. So then, how can we communicate? So then, how can we ever come to a certain agreement? You know, how can we do those things? We can't.
Okay, so I want to get a little bit personal just for a second. This is straight off the top.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't want to put anybody on blast, but I'm about to, so that's cool. Okay, so in a relationship right now, whether you are in one or pursuing one, are you dating for long term? Are you dating for the moment? Are you dating because it's literally just something to do? Where are you at on the in the dating scene? I'll go first. I'm very much so single.
Okay.
Ready to mingle?
Hey, you hear me?
You ready to mingle a little bit?
You know, here's the catch though. I'm one of those girls that they be like, how you gonna find a man in the house? That really is me. Like, I go to work, I work on Bree Will, I work on music, I work on the creative, and I literally am in the house. I don't go outside unless it's like. So I'm single. I like to learn to mingle. I guess I gotta kind of learn to mingle a little bit, but I'm single.
This is very interesting. I was married. I divorced probably like 6 years ago, and I haven't had a relationship since. And so at this point, I know it's going to be one of those long-lived situations. Okay. And so I say I'm dating.
Okay. And I'm here for it. I hope it work out. Because baby, you just said confidently, you said, I
am dating.
Yeah, okay. Yes. I'm here for it. Right? Who want to go next? Because I'm in your business. We in there.
Well, hey, I am married.
She is.
She married. I've been married for 6 years.
She's claimed. Try it if you want to.
You play too much. Okay. But I've been married for 6 years.
You glowing.
Happily married, have a kid as well. But I would say if I was not married at this point in my life and knowing where I am and the goals that I have, I'm kind of going to back up against 8 and say I don't want anyone wasting my time. So, yeah.
And you sneak and link.
Sure, we sneak and link.
Zoom in.
I like that one.
Because the marriage bed is undefiled.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So you can sneak and link all over that marriage bed. Moving on. Anybody else want to talk?
I just believe in real courtship. Like, make sure if you wanted to pursue me, you are actually taking me out. You're wanting to show me that you're interested. You take me to a place where there's not a lot of music so you can hear what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
A good listener is the one that's going to get me. If you listen to something that I said and you pop up the next day with my favorite flower and they're my favorite color, it's because you were listening to me, right? So it's just those little things matter. And I, like I said, right now, sneaky link thing, I don't do that, but I do have just that one, you know, that scratches the itch every now and then, and I just make sure that, hey, busy, you up?
Oh,
right?
Not the are you up? Not the are you up text.
You know. But I mean, like, other than that, I'm busy, and I'm gonna stay busy until somebody really piques my interest, and I'm like making time for them or trying to make time for them. And until that happens, like I said, I'm single.
Okay. Well, because this is based off of my new single, there's a line in the song that says, "I feel like I can't say without starting an argument." I want to talk about that.
One, it depends on the people. I think that you have to think about the channel of which you're trying to convey your message. For example, I'm a person that likes to talk face to face. So if you send me a text message about how you feel, I'm not reading it on purpose.
Sheesh.
Because I feel like if you know me well enough, you're going to say, babe, can we talk tonight when I get home? Absolutely.
Now pause real quick. Does that not make you be on like pins and needles the entire time? So if it's like noon and he's like, babe, I want to talk to you tonight, are you going to be at work like, ooh, what do you want to talk about? What is it?
I mean,
what is
no.
it?
I
Okay.
mean, because I'm busy. Like,
Listen, everybody,
I'm
is
like,
booked and busy.
It's
She is
I
booked
mean,
and busy.
if you're prepping me, then I know to calm myself down to get myself ready for that night. I know that when I leave my meeting or whatever else I have to do, I'm on the way home. Okay, let's see what we need to do to prepare ourselves for this conversation, because, okay, I have to do this to myself. This is not the time to tell him that he made you upset because he left the toilet seat up. Do not say that in this argument. Right? He's addressing his concerns and his concerns only. And that's all we're going to talk about. Because we're not going to go tit for tat, right?
Okay.
We're not going to say, well, you did. No. Okay. If he initiated the conversation, we're going to hear him out. And if I got something else to say, this is not my time.
Okay. So you going into it with a clear head, like, I'm going in to listen.
I'm going in to listen. Okay. Because I love him. I mean, I'm in a relationship with you, and I have your best interest at heart, and I feel like, again, love is understanding someone and making sure that that person is good. You know, those frequent check-ins just to make sure that they not checked out. I think that is important.
Okay. Can you say that again? Frequent check-ins
to make sure they're not checked out. So I think that a lot of the time with me, when I'm asking those questions or if I'm trying to have a critical conversation, sometimes it's hard for people to really like sit there and be like, wow, this is getting deep. And I'm like, well, yeah, is this how you feel? Like, let's go ahead and have a conversation now. I don't sweep things under the rug. If there's a huge elephant, I'm like, man, there's a big ass elephant in the room. I'm going to address it. Like, that's just how I am, and because it's healthy. But a lot of people have sat in trauma so much to where they got used to it. And now they don't know what their shit smells like. And it's just kind of, I've learned not to do that. And that just goes back into like my childhood and the way I see my parents. They do not communicate even now to this day, and they'll be 40 years in next year in marriage. They still are bad communicators. They got better, but I would never want my relationship to be like that, right? So seeing that, now in my relationships, like, hey, I feel like there's something going on before we go to the movies and before we go to a lake where you can throw me in. Like, let's talk about what it is that you might, because I need to know before we go any further. Like, let's go ahead and clear whatever this is up.
Hey everybody, look, I know it looks a little different, but that's okay. We had to let our sis Lena step on out for a second. She had some business to take care of, but the conversation is going to continue. Okay, I want to do something fun. Yeah. That's okay. That's cool. Look, I didn't got in y'all business, but I want to do something completely random, okay? Okay. And so I asked for 3 words, and I asked for your personal business. So now I'm only giving you 2 choices. Okay. You only have 2 choices. Okay? Okay.
What's the 2 choices?
All right. So again, everybody, my single is coming out. It's called Move On, Bree Will and Corey. And I just want to basically point out certain parts of the song, okay? So we did a lyric. So now there's another lyric that says, you gon' come home, I won't be there. I bet you still won't drop a tear. So, in your relationship, only 2 answers. You only get 2. Are you leaving while they there? You gonna pack up all your stuff, talk all your mess, and leave while they see you? Or are you gonna be like a thief in the night, and when they get there, you won't be there? You only got 2 answers. How you going about it? Y'all breaking up, y'all moving on. It's done. You know for a fact you're through. Are you going to leave while they are there? Or are you going to be gone when they get back? Whoever wants to go first.
That's tricky.
It depends on how long
Yeah.
Okay. So time makes the difference. Yeah. But you only got 2 answers, sis. So you gonna leave while they're there or be gone when they get back?
Oh gosh.
And you cannot explain.
The first thing that came to mind was just thief in the night.
All right. So you out before they get back.
Right.
All right. Who next?
I'll go. I'll
Okay.
probably leave while they there. There's no room for questioning. There's no room for, she'll be back tomorrow morning. No, I'll just leave then. So you don't have to worry or wonder. I'm going to be gone.
All right, we got 1 and 1.
I'm leaving while you're there.
Okay.
I need you to see me pack this bag.
Okay.
For real,
Okay, that's all like, okay.
If I'm throwing stuff in there, I'm leaving for real. If I'm folding stuff and put it in there, take the shoes, put it in there, one at a time.
It's not as dramatic, huh?
It's not as I gotta make. I'm gone for real. If my mind is already made up, throw it in their bag. I don't care. I'm gonna throw it in my car. That's what it's been. That's what has happened, right?
Okay.
I'm just throwing stuff in the bag. He's like, "You gonna be back?" And I was like, "Okay."
Okay. So
Change the number.
I guess I gotta break the tie.
Okay.
Because for me personally, previously, because I am single and I've grown. Let me look at this one. I've grown. I've grown.
Okay.
I'm going to say that I would leave while they are not there. Because, baby, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix it. I promise. It's gonna. I won't do it again. Or it's the, I love it when you get mad. Or the whole, come here, girl, you can't leave me, I need you. Or for me, when I am done, like when I am done, I want you to feel it. I want you to think like, I'm coming home. We argued yesterday, it was nasty, but maybe today, we're gonna bounce back. Because 9 times out of 10, when you get to that point, whether you're gonna leave while they're there or you're gonna leave when they're gone, y'all done did this before. Y'all done came to this conclusion before. And I want you to know it is not a joke. It is not a drill. This is not a game. Like, you're not going to keep playing in my face.
While they're there.
No, I want you because, and that's why I said I have grown. Because sometimes I have done things that are very spiteful. Like, I want you to literally hurt. Because me, I take things hard. I care very deeply for connections and relationships and just being connected to people. I care about my friends just like I care about my family, about how I care about my significant other. And I feel like if you have crossed that line with me so many times, I low-key want you to, not used to, let me just say it like that. It's like I have grown. I would want you to literally, physically feel sick to your stomach that my presence is gone, my clothes is gone, my that sense of me being in your is gone. So I feel like me doing all that extra packing my bag and you begging me not to leave and I'm just like, no, I'm gone. It gives you too much gratification. I'm giving you way too much insight into the fact that I'm literally finna leave you. I want you to think everything is well, and when you get home, I'm gone.
See, I be wanting them to keep that mental image in their minds. I think that is what it is for me. If they see me pack my stuff, they're like, dang, she really leaving, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, by that time, if I'm really throwing myself in the bag, I really am gone. Whether you're telling me you sorry or let's work it out, I'm for real already gone. Now, if I'm folding my stuff again, I'm probably not going nowhere.
Okay, so I'm going to jump back to true. Because when I first asked, I was like, you can't explain, but we kind of explained a little bit.
Yeah.
So you said first thing that came to mind was thief in the night.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you still get that image. The hangers, they're swinging. They're not there.
Okay.
Your clothes are not there. You're
detail.
not there. It's just that mental image. You still give them the theatrics of you being gone, you leaving. I mean, and then I don't want them to have to beg me, like you said. I don't want them to beg me. I don't want them to convince me because I have a big heart. And I may be like, are we for real? Let's talk about it.
Exactly.
You know, I don't want to do that. I just want to make up my mind. My first mind is my right mind. I want to make up my mind and go and leave, and I'll be gone. I won't come back.
Okay. Well, I got one more question. Just
right.
one more question. When is it over? When is it over? Because we talked about on that great getting up morning. Ooh. Okay, when we get caught up. Okay, but no, for real. We so in a nutshell, just wrapped it up for everybody. We talked about one main component we talked about is communication. Okay, we talked about self-awareness. Basically we have said make sure you take care of self. Yeah. Taking care of self is a major part in relationships. So communication, taking care of self, standards. I mean, I'm just putting bullet points to all the things we talked about today. Having standards, being patient. We kind of hit on that, but we never really said that word, but being patient, willing to kind of work with that other person. So out of all of those things I just said, how do you know when it's time to move on? Like dead end, like that we cannot move forward. No matter how much I love you, no matter how much time we've have invested with each other, no matter how much money we've invested in each other, kids, all of these different components, how do you know? Like, I have to move on.
When there's not the growth mindset, like Lena said, you don't have the growth mindset, you're not trying to change, the arguments are consistent, it's no room for, it's that tit for tat, it's no room for growth. I mean, it's just stagnant. And
Good word.
It's not moving forward. And I feel like that's telling me it's time to go. It's time to leave. It's time to say, hey, what we gonna do? We gonna be friends? No, we can't do that.
Okay.
Oh, what we gonna do?
Okay.
And that's when I feel like it's time to move on, when there's no change.
I would say when I know they've lost respect for me, and when I've lost respect for them. Because I think that in my past relationships, if I no longer care about you and I'm willing to step outside of this relationship in a heartbeat, I've lost respect for you. I no longer care about your feelings. I no longer care about what we've invested. I no longer care about what we've built. And that's the sense of respect that's, I feel like being lost in. When I've been on the other end of it, I've seen, or I've had guys, or just really just one particular guy that comes to mind, where he called me out of my name, and he's never called me out of my name, and I knew it was over then. And for him, he was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, but I was like, no, when you say this word, and you know that this is not okay to say, it came from somewhere. Yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
And if you're saying that you're sorry, that it just came out, and this is just, this is a lot of emotion that you had wrapped up or stored away or whatever, and you haven't addressed it with me, then where are we for real, to where you can't even tell me how you truly feel, what anger you have built up? Why is the anger there? Why didn't you bring it up in all the conversations that we've had? Like, it's so many layers to it now because of this one word. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and that's a sense of respect. You call me the B word? Like, that's how you really feel. It's over. So it's a loss of respect for me. Okay. That's when I know it's over.
For me, I would say when both parties just stop trying. If there's no will to try, if there's no will to want to move forward, there's no will to want to communicate or make things better, you've gotten complacent, there's nothing, it's just like it's two people just there, but you're not communicating, you're not dating, you're not engaging with each other, it's just blah, then why are you there? I mean, what's the point of being there at that point? If you don't have a will to want to be in the relationship, then you might as well move on.
Okay. Well, me personally, I would say it's time to move on November 5th, 2021, when the song drops, everybody, okay? So what I need y'all to do for me is, first of all, I need y'all to follow all of these beautiful ladies on their social media platforms, all right? Listen, we got some major hitters up here. We got some black woman entrepreneurs. We got some recording artists. We got some bartenders. And listen, we just got a bunch of Jills of all trades, okay? Well, first and foremost, and last but not least, thank y'all so very much for coming on here, let me get in y'all business, and being open and having a conversation with me. I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is from the ladies' side, and I'm just going to say that because the single, and yes, I keep bringing it up, and it's a shameless plug, Move On, available on all streaming platforms, November 5th, 2021, features her boo, Corey, okay? So I couldn't just talk to the ladies, so I need y'all to like this video, comment this video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see when the men's side, yes, we're going to be talking to the men about how they feel when it's time to move on. Because I don't believe in one-sided conversations. So, again, thank you, A. Thank you, True. Thank you, Lacey. Thank you, Lena, for being here. This is your girl, Bree Will, and we are out. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.